Welcome to the midweek wrap, only on YRLTV Facebook and YouTube. It's our 47th episode where every week we bring you the latest local news, headlines, the weather for the weekend ahead, plus we share with you what YRLTV's been up to. And we've had a pretty busy week and we'll be sharing that with you at the end of the episode. But now, as I always say, it's time for the latest local news headlines presented by veteran journalist and all-round nice guy, Mr. Jim Brown.
Hello, I'm Jim Brown. Welcome to the midweek wrap, brought to you again from Tesselaar's Kabloom Festival, where more than 1 million flowers are on display. And they'll stay on display for another week. They're magnificent. You really should come and see them. The Ranger Trader Mail again devotes its front page to the ongoing Burnham Beeches development controversy. Even though local objectors lost their arguments before an independent panel to stop this development, they obviously have not given up. Now they have publicly demanded a timetable from the developers to start their restoration of the old Norris building, which they say will deteriorate to the point of demolition unless action is taken soon. And so it goes on. A double railway line between Lilydale and Muralbark and a new station near Lilydale. The Mount Evelyn Mail carried this call from soon-to-be retiring MP Christine Fife on last week's front page and keeps the idea alive by reporting Transport Minister Jacinta Allen's response, which is in summary, it's a possibility and she'll look into it. Meanwhile, the paper reports local residents claim urgent action is needed with a desperate need for more commuter parking and overcrowded trains. The Upper Yarra Mail's front page looks at the ongoing controversy about the future of the Haining farm near Yellingbo. The government has decided the farm will be revegetated and become a conservation area. However, a local residents group wants the property restored as a working farm to attract tourists. On one side, conservationists say revegetation will help save endangered bird species from extinction, and this is a national issue. On the other side, supporters of farm restoration fear revegetation without proper supervision will increase the risk of bushfires. And all this takes place amid disputes over conflicting online polls from both sides. This controversy will no doubt continue. The Ferntree Gully Mail's front page shows a 62-year-old mother of 9 preparing for her 14th consecutive Great Ocean Road Marathon. Training regularly on several tracks in the Yarra Ranges, grandmother of 8, Lynn Thompson, says she's fitter than ever and hopes for a personal best time when she runs next month on the 20th of May. Amazing. Does the thought of dancing in the Yarra Ranges interest you? According to the Rangers Trader Mail, there are 2 dancing events coming up soon. At the end of this month, Aus Dance Victoria, in conjunction with the Yarra Ranges Council, will hold a big dance event, including workshops at Lilydale Melba Park. And more exotically, and a new arrival to this area, Pruth Shafarius wants to set up a Far East belly dance collective to attract men and women of all ages, shapes and fitness levels to take part in this ancient art form. If you're interested, get a wriggle on and go to the various meetings coming up the next few days, all mentioned in the story. And the Mountain Views Mail's front page looks at a Chihuahua's brush with death from an attack from a wedge-tailed eagle. It happened last week at Castella, and the owner saved his little pet by fighting off the big bird, which flew off, leaving the Chihuahua battered and bleeding. Owner Mitch Bartlett says the dog will make a full recovery, but for its own safety he'll keep it confined on his house deck. Mitch says he has seen wedge-tailed eagles occasionally, but did not think they would try to take his dog. Unlike the Chihuahua, eagles are a protected species, and according to the Healesville Sanctuary, the Chihuahua's diminutive dimensions were probably the problem. Larger dogs, apparently, need have no fear. Well, that's all for this week. Thanks for watching the midweek wrap. I'm Jim Brown. Stand by now for the weather.
That's a rockin' good way. That's a rockin' good way. Mess around, fall down. Don't mess around. Don't mess around. Oh, now you call me on the top one. Just stop time alone. You came around. You better ask somebody if you don't know what you're doing. Now that you didn't interrupt my soul. Don't come down here knocking that rock and roll. Cause that's a rockin' good way. That's a rockin' good way. I say that's a rockin' good way. That's a rockin' good way. Yeah, that's a rockin' good way to mess around and fall in love. That's a rockin' good way. That's a rockin' good way. That's a rockin' good way.
Looks like it's going to be another glorious weekend coming up, of course, and thanks Jim for reading the latest local news headlines for us, as he does every week. And would you believe April, it's our 12-month anniversary. Yes, the midweek wrap has been going for 1 whole year. How exciting is that? Just on that, we've got over 330, almost 340 odd videos there for you guys to discover and enjoy on our Facebook playlists and also on our YouTube channel as well. Now, what has Yarra Rangers Life TV been up to last weekend? Well, we've had a chockers weekend. We went to the 12th PAVE Festival in Emerald. We found out a little bit about the history and of course what's involved and shared some of the sights and sounds of that particular day, and that particular event doesn't finish until the end of the school holidays as well. So be sure to, if you're looking for something to do, be sure to check out the wonderful township of Emerald and the PAVE Festival. We were also at the Tesselaar Kabloom Festival, of course, that's where we're at the moment. But in particular, it was their Rocking the Fields weekend. It was all about rockabilly and pin-up, and I was hosting the midday competition, the actual pin-up competition, where we had 3 fantastic contestants that looked wonderful, and of course, in my capacity as Mr. Mount Evelyn, I was lucky enough to be hosting that wonderful event. And what have we got coming up this weekend? Of course, the fun doesn't stop on Yarra Rangers Live TV. On Friday night, we're getting our punk and rock music on. It's going to be a headbanger of a night at Rackham up in Lilydale, so we'd encourage you guys to come on down. We've got 4 fantastic acts playing for us, and we'll be sharing some of their music on Friday night, of course, but we'd encourage you to come on down and take part in that wonderful night, and maybe even get your face on Yarra Rangers Live TV, you never know. Also, on Saturday, we've got the Yarra Valley Beer and Cider Festival. We were there last year. We're going back again this year to share some of the awesome fun flavours of this wonderful event, and that's of course being organised by the Rotary Club of Wandon. And what else is happening? We're also coming back to Tesla's Kabloom Festival to take part in their Colourific weekend. It's going to be an awesome, colourful weekend where lots of colour being thrown around, a bit of a Bollywood flavour and theme to it. So we can't wait to share some of the fun and the pictures with you guys on Saturday. So be sure to like us on Facebook. Be sure to follow us on Facebook to receive notifications whenever we go live. And as always, big thanks to Jim for reading the latest local news headlines. Of course, Mitch Hatton, thank you very much for all the hard work that you put into this production. Also, Keaton Webb, thank you very much for helping us out with some of our content as well. I'm Pat Boucher. As always, we're living, we're loving, and we're sharing life in the Yarra Rangers, only on Yarra Rangers Live TV. See you guys over the weekend.